Those are two important things. It would cost me more money and it would be less insured. Just really neat. Hey, do they ever really fix things? I have no idea what this is. What do I care? Let's go. I'm good at this. Hello everybody, Drew here. Tip of the Mint Flips, where every 100 subscribers there is a giveaway, so make sure if you're watching, you are subscribed so you have a chance to win. Today got, I don't know, 8 orders going out for about 300 bucks. So it was a pretty good weekend and very easy, very light packing. So that is the combo I enjoy. High profits, low effort. That's my jam. First thing going out, I've had this forever. I finally lowered the price again and it sold. So I think it was one of those things where I had a little bit too much of an attachment to it because I paid $2 for it and I just got paid $70, but I've had it for a year and a half. Why was I holding out for an extra $10 for a year and a half? Because I'm stupid. But let's grab it. It's a TSR Dungeon! Exclamation point. And what it is it's just kind of a almost board game style way to play Dungeons and Dragons. And it's a TSR from the 1970s, I want to say. Yeah, 1975, which I think makes it the first edition. There's 2 editions. One, it's what do they call this? Portrait style. And the other box, it's landscape style. The picture, same picture, just rotated. And I can't remember which one's the older one. Clearly the older one is worth more money. But I got $70 plus shipping. Then next thing, I listed this, I think on Friday, and it sold over the weekend. But it is an original Bop It. Me and my sister played the heck out of this game when we got it for, I think, Christmas. I think she got it for Christmas. Bop it, twist it, pull it, pass it. Dun, 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 dun. If you've ever played it, that just triggered all the memories in your brain. That one went for $11.99 plus shipping. There is more than one version of that. That's the original version. Surprisingly, the Bop It Extreme, the second version, is worth more money. So maybe they just produced less of them, because it was really big when it first came out. I think I paid $2 for it. Then we have Skylanders Swap Force. For Nintendo 3DS right there. And that went for $11.99 free shipping. Then we have on B1 Spalding. B1 Spalding competition. Something, something, blah, blah, blah. It's a baseball glove. I guess I could tell you which one specifically, so you can look out for it. It's a CS13LX, which the numbers are always on the inside of the mitt right there. And that was $15.50 plus shipping. I took an offer, or maybe I sent an offer. Either way, less money than I listed it for. Then, next up, you might find this interesting if you've been watching for a while, but this is a full set of wooden chess pieces right here, a full set, and that sold for $7.50 plus shipping. And the reason that's interesting, if you've been watching, is because I've been selling these ones individually, every single one, for more money than I've got for this whole bag. You know, Drew, why would you be so silly and lose money? Why wouldn't you have listed those individually? It's working for you. And it's because, let me turn around so I make sure I get it in there. It's because these ones were like just extra chintzy. Like the other ones aren't fancy in any way, but let me see if I can find a good example. Yeah, like right here you can see, maybe you can, but see how there's like a nub in there, and a lot of them had a little defect to them that I didn't want I didn't want to have to deal with somebody complaining or me having to put in the description, hey, it has a defect or blah, blah, blah. So it was a whole set. I listed it as a whole set. It sold almost immediately. I did take an offer on that, but $7.50 plus shipping, I paid $0 for it. Let's see. Then we have two to the same buyer. Royal Worcester Eversham Vale. And I'm assuming they're the two sitting right next to each other, but they are egg coddlers, just like this. Let me try not to drop them, because that would be a bummer. I'll have to double check, because there was 3 of them, and one of them was different. So two of them were listed as a multiple quantity. The other one was listed separately. The screw-on cap was a little bit different. So I'll double check that before I pack. But that was $37.78 plus shipping. That Royal Worcester, I don't know other patterns, but the Evesham, that's been a great pattern for me. I really haven't come across any other Royal Worcester, but overall, that's been a great moneymaker for me. Definitely a bolo, as they say. And then we have, this was on sale over the weekend, so instead of $14.99, it was $14.39. You know, no big deal. It's a new Dragon Ball Z Frieza. I picked that up retail arbitrage for, I want to say $3 or $4. So that's going to be okay. I'll make $5-ish on that. I'm not going to do the math right now to figure it out. And then, let's see. I did have another sale, so let me refresh, because it's not even saying it's here. Oh, 2 more sales. There we go. Like that. Then we have State of Emergency, Sony PlayStation 2. I've had this one for quite some time. I don't know why. I had a huge lot of PlayStation games at one point, like 50, 60 of them. But this is one of the only ones that was left. There must have been a lot in the market or low demand, but $10.99 plus shipping, and that's going international. So they paid $18 in shipping for that game. I don't know where it's going. I, by the name, could guess, but I won't, because then that might make me racist. Let's see. Then the last thing up. Great sale. Skylanders Imagine Something for the Nintendo Switch. I listed this last week sometime, and I got a gazillion offers, but I held out because I knew that I knew what they had been selling for, and I knew how many were for sale. There was like 4 for sale, and 2 of them didn't have a case or something like that. $129.99 free shipping. That'll go first class through pirate ship, but then I will do first class insured. So that's going to end up costing me $5-6 to insure that and ship it first class, which that's still going to save me like $2 instead of sending it priority, which priority only insures up to $100. So I would not have enough insurance. It would cost me $2-3 more for priority. And I guess that's the only 2 things, but those are 2 important things. It would cost me more money, and it would be less insured. Also, oh, there's a third thing. Third thing. Also, USPS insurance claims are non-existent. They are pretending like it's a thing they do, but I've quit filing insurance claims. I actually haven't had one in a long time, a breakage or a loss or anything. But I'm over it. I'm not doing it anymore. I still send it priority, because once you're a top-rated seller on eBay, priority shipping is cheaper than your other options. So you'll get messages from people like, hey, could you just send this, what's it called? Regular mail, the tier down. I can't remember what it's called, but the below through USPS, but it's not priority. Oh, what is that called? Standard shipping or something like that. Once you're an eBay top-rated seller, your discount brings priority below that price. So those messages, I don't even answer them, because I don't want to argue with somebody. Either they're going to buy the thing or they're not going to buy the thing. I also had 2 more sales. They haven't bought them. I had to open unpaid item cases. One of them, unfortunately, was that auction for the baby clothes, and that's another risk with auction or allowing for delayed payments. But, weigh your risks, run your business how you like. That's all for orders today. Let me double check I got enough battery first. All right, I got 7% battery, so I'll give it a shot. My tip of the day. I'm telling you, I'm going to make a graphic. It's going to happen at some point in the next 1 to 7 years. I'm going to figure it out. But my tip of the day is diversify. Diversify in life, you know, the things you do. Don't get stuck in ruts. Diversify in your financial whatever. Where you do what you do with your money, where you put your money, diversify. You know, investors will tell you all the time, diversify. It mitigates your risk and increases your chances of success. You know, I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not here for that kind of advice, but specifically, I mean, diversify what you sell. You couldn't look at a shelf, except maybe this one, and see a trend. There's no trend. Like this one, because yeah, it's like a lot of discs and stuff. But you look across a shelf, none of these things belong together. These are not, you know, groups of things. These are not categories. You'll see a chunk of games, but still, diversify. You can run your eBay business specifically. You can be the person that sells coffee mugs, but you have to be the expert on coffee mugs. You also have to be able to find coffee mugs. So unless you can source video games consistently, all the time, at good prices, diversify. Also, then if there's a dip in the video game market, which during the summers there is a dip in the video game market because people go outside. Coffee mugs, I don't know. But other things, I'm sure, have their ebbs and flows. What if you specialize in Christmas decorations? There's going to be a huge chunk of your year where there's a big dip. And there are people that do that. They spend 6 months a year sourcing Christmas decorations, Christmas wreaths, Christmas trees, decorations, all that kind of stuff. Then they list and ship hard for 6 months, and then they repeat the process. If that's the business model you have, that is fine, but you have to be sure on what you're doing. That's not something you can just like, okay, I want to sell car parts, and then you just go trying to sell car parts. You have to know what you're doing. Whereas when you diversify, especially when you're starting out, you can narrow it down the further you go, but when you start out, diversify. That way it mitigates the risk. When there's a dip in sales on one type of item, there might be an increase on the others. It also, at least for me, helps with the monotony of the job. Because yes, sourcing is fun and going to garage sales is fun, but the actual like day-to-day of a job that you do has a lot of monotony. So selling different things, having your hands on different things, for me, helps with the overall monotony of that you can run into with a job like reselling. The job is rinse and repeat. The only thing that changes is the products on the shelf for me. If I sold coffee mugs all day, every day, I don't think I could do it. But then you do have different, you know, you have one size box, one way you pack. You know, all those kinds of things do help. But in my opinion, diversity is where it's at. But that's going to be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other.